Okay, here I am in the Duguay-Trouin, French Tier 4 destroyer. I'm not sure if I said that right. And I'm just going to show you a little clip about the power of the Baguette. So after I had to chase off a destroyer that tried to sneak into the behind me, I'm heading back over to ACAP to try to help out my destroyer that's trying to do his best over here to hold off 3 ships, 2 Clemsons and a Texas. So as I'm coming over here, I'm taking some shots at one of the Clemsons and I score a few hits. As you can see, I got a hit on a tail right there, not too bad. But to be honest with you, the ship that I'm really got my eyes set on is that Texas, because as you can see right there is a little over 75% health, and I really need to do with them. And there you go, clip the Clemson one more time, and one of my teammates took it out. But unfortunately, the destroyer that took out the Clemson is between the Texas and an Omaha. So that destroyer is actually going to go down here pretty quick and leave the Matsuki and myself to deal with this Texas. But I'm using the island right here to stay undetected, although if the Texas was paying attention to the mini-map, the player should know that there's definitely another ship right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to close the distance with this Texas as fast as possible and use my torpedoes to end his game. So right now I'm detected, but nobody's targeting me, not even the Omaha that's off to the north and behind, as you can see coming into the screen right there. And I'm giving a little bit more side than I want to right now, but again, I'm very thinly armored ship, so pretty much almost doesn't matter what angle I get shot at by the Texas. He's probably going to penetrate me. But as you can see, he's over here expecting that I probably already launched torps, which I was expecting him to maneuver. And I'm going to do what I tend to do on my Fiji. I get as close as possible to give them no room to get away. I got one launcher ready. I know he fired. He's not going to fire at me again. Holding. Baguette's in the water. He's turning hard into me, but at this point, he's screwed. And there he goes. He took all 3 torpedoes. Well, 2 torpedoes killed him. I actually hit him with all 3, but only took 2 to kill him. And I put the Texas down. So now my sights are turning toward the other cruiser that's on the north side of this island to me. But at the same time, I want to go ahead and get this cap secured before I really get into a gunfight with this cruiser right here. But he's coming down and really not going to let me do that. So I'm going to go ahead, and he's taking a fairly predictable straight course. And I'm going to put my port side Baguettes into the water. I'm angling away from him, getting my guns to bear, start shooting at him. With HE, he sets me on fire, but as you can see, all 6 of my Baguettes are in the water, and he notices it a little bit too late, trying to turn away right now, but he is noticed I'm too late, and he's going to get clipped, and there you go, the power of the Baguette. So, although the French cruisers, even though this is a low-tier ship, the French cruisers, armor is pretty thin, but the armor scheme is kind of interesting. They have spaced armor on them. The guns perform very well, and they have torpedoes. Torpedoes are equalizers. So right here, I'm just making sure that I'm going to secure this cap, and my plan right now is to not really risk my ship. As you can see, it's 4 ships to 3, one of them being the aircraft carrier. And if you notice, before that little engagement started, it was actually 6 versus 8 in the enemy team's favor. And we brought it back a little bit. There was some bad maneuvering on my part before the clip started, and I almost got myself killed doing something really dumb, but I pulled it back. And there we go, 3 caps to 1. This game's pretty much in the bag. The aircraft carrier went down, and I'm just gonna swing it back around here, and this is pretty much what I wanted to show in this game. The power of the Baguette. French cruisers, tier 4 Duguay-Trouin, if I pronounced that right. They seem to be pretty fun ships to play so far.